at this.
When we were much younger, many of us learned subtraction when we were like in primary 2, 3, 4, 5. And you remember that when the teacher will write 2 minus 8 or 3 minus 5, the whole class will shout, "Impossible! How can 2 minus 8? There is not enough." And the teacher would smile and say, "What do we do?" And then we all shout, "We borrow 1." And they will put 1 and the problem gets solved. Then we got older. In secondary school, mathematics then became more honest. When the teacher writes 2 minus 8, nobody will shout "impossible." Nobody will even try to borrow. Nobody will panic. The answer will just become what? -6. Because now we understand what we did not understand before on the number line. We now understand that a number can go below 0. There is a negative side of the number line. You see, I think many adults are still living life like primary school mathematics. They believe that their problems cannot be bigger than their capacity. They believe that there is a limit to how bad things can get. They believe that perhaps there is a point where life must stop subtracting. Then adulthood arrives and reality introduces them to negative numbers. That's when you realize that you can lose a job in one day. In that same day, you can lose a loved one. In that same day, you can lose your relationship. In that same day, you can have a panic attack and land in the hospital. In that same day, your landlord can call you that the rent has increased. In that same day, the car can break down and it will be towed. In that same day, the money that you were expecting, you will not get it. In that same day, somebody can even disappoint you. And suddenly, you realize that life can push you below 0. Oh, yes. You see, some people think or some people assume that this is the worst thing that could happen. This is the worst. Oh, my dear. Unfortunately, sometimes life will reply you with, "You haven't seen anything yet." If you think you cannot get poorer, my dear, you can. If you think you cannot carry more responsibility, my dear, you can. If you think you cannot add more weight, you can. If you think your heart cannot break even more, it can. If you think people cannot disappoint you further, that will shock you more, my dear, they can. If you think abuse cannot get worse, it can. The negative side of life is very real. And this is where resilience matters. And this is why preparation matters. This is why emotional strength matters. This is why wisdom matters. Because, my dear, life subtracts. Life is constantly subtracting. Time subtracts. Disappointment subtracts. Grief subtracts. Failure subtracts. Pain subtracts. Betrayal subtracts. Aging subtracts. Life is always subtracting something. You are no longer in primary 2 where you are still shouting, "Impossible! We must borrow 1." You see, whatever you do, ensure that you don't get into the negative.